Oh,
You're kidding me.
got it.
Fucking, hello?
Did you get that?
Hello, you're like a fucking ninja. You're like the
Steven
Seagull.
Seagal of Underseasoned.
You could use that for seasoning.
That could be the intro to the show. That's got to be used. Come on, that was Karate
Fast
Kid.
for you. Bang. Episode 6.
Episode 6, still in the mix.
Awesome. So what's coming up?
Some meat vending machines,
Fat ninjas.
fat ninjas, cook of the week. I can smell that. That smells bloody good.
Yeah, and a 2-kilo steak challenge.
Wow. Let's get into it.
So let's do it. Okay, the future of the show.
Tell me about the future, Jay.
Well, people by now would know that it's usually just the two of us, right? But it's not always going to be like that. We're looking for some co-hosts.
Yeah, we got a few lined up. We got some priorities we've got to take care of in the coming weeks of the silly season. You might be away, I might be away, so there'll be one of us driving. We're going to get some barbecue-related guests to help steer the ship.
Yeah, so something to look forward to for future episodes.
Yeah, let's get it.
Rightio. Okay, fuck up of the week. It's something that we have a bit of fun with every week, and it's usually our lead. There's the first one.
It is. What the fuck's going on there? It looks like a doormat.
So this one was posted on Reddit by a butcher. I don't know who it was, but they said it was A5 Wagyu that they were cutting at Christmas in the shop. Thought you guys would appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd appreciate a bit of meat. I mean, that thing's just going to turn to tallow.
This is not A5, this is A25.
It is.
So I kind of feel like this is the equivalent of having a cake and 95% of it is frosting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the frosting's a compliment. It's not the all be.
There's a limit to how much fat you can have in a steak before it's palatable, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, someone might be into it, but it ain't me.
Well, I did try a lot of A5 grade, I think it was Kobe in Japan when I was there, and it was nowhere near this marbled, and it was so rich. I only had a few bites, but I couldn't eat anymore. Delicious, though.
Yeah.
But this is too much.
Too much.
Looks like a marble counted kitchen top.
Probably as tough as one, too.
Yeah. Okay, next, we promised some fat ninjas, and this is what we've got. Oh, Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal's been indulging in a few too many hot chips, I think.
He's in Russia. He's making a movie.
He's not rushing anywhere, bro. He's rushing to the buffet. He's going to fucking kill me.
So I am personally not someone who should be picking on anyone's weight because I'm of the bigger stature. But this guy is a professional martial artist ninja.
He is. Was.
And the comments are brutal. Now, because he's making a war movie here, the comments were Meal Team 6, Operation Snackdown, the US Marinades, the Gravy Seals.
He's made it, though. He's officially become a meme.
Oh, dear. Okay, moving on. Dishes of the week.
What do you got cooking?
This is my favourite part. It's the part where we get to eat through the screen.
Oh.
Okay, I love the look of this one.
That looks good. He's got the grate straight on top of the charcoal igniting device there. He's not even going to throw those in the kettle. And that picanha is absolutely cooked to the way I'd eat it.
Yeah, this is by Top Dog Barbecue. It's his first time ever cooking picanha. He smoked it at 250 for 2 hours. And that feels a bit weird to me because it looks pretty rare. Normally I'd smoke it for an hour. He took it off at 115 internal. He rested it for 10 to 15 minutes and then he seared it on a kettle for 5 to 7 minutes.
It looks good. It looks like he smoked it fat side down too to get that really nice render going on.
I don't know if the fat's rendered though. Some of the top of it is almost verging on burntness.
Yeah, it's not bark.
So the idea with the picanha is that when you cut it across the grain, you then cut it with the grain, I think is the new trend at the moment. And when you eat it, you have some meat with some of the fat, and that fat needs to be rendered to kind of melt in your mouth. I don't know if he's quite there yet.
Yeah, but for a first cook, full points.
He's done well. That is a beautiful cross-section. Okay, moving on.
Oh, this is lunch. Look at it.
This is by the Squealing Pig in Queensland, Australia.
Gary.
This is lunch sorted. $10 this is.
What?
So if you're
Why
playing
do you
in
wanna
America,
throw money away?
$6. This is a bargain.
He's losing money.
So this is a roast pork roll loaded with gravy, topped with crackling.
Also, too, Gary cooks a mean pie. Yeah.
Oh, we've had him at Meat Stock.
Yeah, he feeds the crew at Meat Stock. Absolutely delicious. He does a really good curried beef pie.
Like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So this photo's by Stacey Jade, and this was her lunch. I think she's done all right.
I think she's done spectacular, but you want to be wearing a bib.
It's going to get messy.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the next one that caught my eye here. I'm going to play it and talk about it as I play it. But it's from Ya ProQ Donna, I'm pronouncing that terribly, but they're from Uzbekistan.
Okay.
Uzbekistan.
And is that lamb or is that beef?
I want to say it's beef. I think it might be rump. I'm not sure. He's stacking it all in that big, massive skewer. That thing looks like a high-rise building.
It does, and it's taken away the mystery meat aspect of things that we see on the big spinning stick here in Australia.
It's the Trump Tower of beef.
That's Mel Schmiller Jr.'s favourite there, the donair.
So this thing is as tall as a human. It's sliced, served with fries, bread, rice on a burger, anything at all. It looks stunning.
It's a HSP in Uzbekistan.
What do you think they do with all those offcuts?
Eat them.
You bath in them? Some peppers and...
Lather.
Okay, moving on to some news. This one caught my eye.
The future. We touched on the future, and this is the future.
So this is Chop Butchery in Australia, and I want to say they've maybe got like 10 stores. Really upmarket quality butcher shop. But they've got their own 24-hour vending machine now.
Amazing.
So if you get there and they're not open, you can still grab yourself sausages, steaks, mince, some lamb cutlets in there.
Looks delicious.
I have seen these around the world, but just they're popping up more and more everywhere.
Yeah, they are. And I think it's really convenient too. I think even in some places, Jack's Creek will set up little meat fridges in bottle shops. So how good's that? Go get your beers if you're that way inclined. Grab a steak on the way. Weekend sorted.
Convenience.
Yes.
So the shopping centres have got convenience down pat, but the independent butchers are fighting back.
They are, because convenience often kills community, but not in this case. The little guy's sticking up for himself here saying, hey, I can play too.
Yeah, I love it. Well done to Chop Butchery. New cookbook.
New cookbook from a guy we can't pronounce his name.
No, so this guy's called Duncan something or other.
Welgemoed.
Yeah, but he says it way quicker.
Yeah.
I researched his name. I played back maybe 10 times him saying his own name on YouTube, and I still can't pronounce it.
It's that Dutch-influenced Afrikaans going on there, I think.
So he's the head chef of Africola restaurant in Adelaide. It's a really well-known South African-inspired restaurant. He's got a new cookbook, Cooking with Fire. It's Australian and South African recipes.
So, yeah, cooking with fire. It looks good.
So someone needs to hook us up so we can cook something from here in the studio, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's got a pina colada cake.
Sounds all right.
That does, doesn't it?
It does. You can make a really good non-alcoholic pina colada, so I'd be pretty interested to try.
So while we're on the subject of cookbooks, a good friend told me something once that just resonated with me. And he was saying that 20 years ago when men were talking, they'd talk about porn or buy magazines. He goes, now we're all fucking buying cookbooks, talking about cookbooks.
Food porn, mate.
It is.
It's a level up.
It is. And I'm a sucker for cookbooks.
Because this is achievable.
You can recreate this. Got steps.
You can recreate this. Playboy did nothing for us.
You could get all the way through the method. You don't just get to step one. Tap out.
And I mean, I used to only buy porn for the articles anyway, so at least this way I'd be engaged in actually cooking something.
Right, the cookbook does look smashing. Something we want to get our hands on. And we've got mail.
We've got more mail.
I love mail. I love it. I love it when people send us stuff in. So this is from a guy who we've featured on the show before, but he sent us in a personalised video. So let's have a listen.
Hey, this is Ernest with the Burnt Bean Company in Keene, Texas. I'm super pumped that I get to see y'all in Australia at Woodstock 2025.
The man has heeded our call.
Yes. Good old Ernest. So Ernest is the number 4 barbecue restaurant in all of Texas, and he's coming to Meatstock.
And Ernest, I'm an XL and a one-size-fits-all in hats.
He's got, yes, well, I do have one. You don't have one.
No.
So I think the hat that I was wearing had big brisket on the top.
Yeah, and it still smelt like him.
He's probably got the hat on there back to front, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Ernest with the Burnt Bean Company in Keene, Texas. I'm super pumped that I get to see y'all in Australia at Woodstock.
Good on you, Ernest.
Can't wait to hang.
Look, he's just the coolest guy. He really, really is. So above and beyond his barbecue being amazing, he's just a great guy as well.
It's going to be hard to get any bloody work done at these meat stocks though, mate, with all this extra curriculum going on.
Just hanging out with some legends.
Yeah.
Okay, Epic Man Caves.
I like this one.
This is fun, isn't it?
Yeah, this is, everyone's got the dream of having that little hobby space, and these guys are making it a reality that we can live through.
Correct. And every time I look at these things, I kind of regret my life choices because I don't have anything like this.
Look around you, mate.
Well, our studio's doing all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's nothing like this, though.
Oh, this is fucking AI. It's got to be.
This
is too cool.
This is unreal. So I don't know too much about it. I don't even know where it is.
It looks like a fire station. Those garage doors are hanging.
They are massive. So this guy has got a Plymouth Barracuda in there, a Ford Bronco, a Peterbilt, a boat, a trailer. He's got all the things.
And look at his coffee table, though.
He got that from Temu.
He did. No, well, he just found some logs and thought, fuck, I better put this bit of green stuff on there to keep the misso happy.
And he's got a couple of Harleys up on the second level up there.
Do you reckon they get used? But you're not going to get them down every time you want to go for a rap.
They're just for show.
Yeah. I'm happy that his kitchen is mostly a tequila bar.
Like if you could pick anywhere to kind of live, this would be a dream for me.
Yeah, it would be pretty good. You'd go to sleep with the smell of two-stroke in the air and probably barbecue as well.
So for those that can't see this at home, this is a huge shed, a massive shed, huge big roller doors at the front, and inside it's decked out with a timber roof, and he's got car hoists and all the toys inside the living area.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they call them barn dominiums.
Barn dominiums. This is his upstairs. This is the master bedroom.
Well, he's obviously single because he's got the exercise equipment here. He's not putting the workbench to use.
Maybe that's why he's got this thing.
That's
he
exactly why
That's
he's
why he's got
this thing.
Now tell me something. When you live in a shed, what do you put in a small shed?
Probably, unnecessary stuff like bikes and lawnmowers and whippersnippers. And
That is a nice lawn too.
it's a very nice lawn. I'm a bit worried about how close he is to that river, though. He looks like he's on the floodplain, but I'm sure that he'd probably just hang out up on that second level if things got dicey. Look at me. I've got an old F truck as a lawn ornament.
Oh, I didn't even see that. And he's got a future smoker sitting out the back there too.
He sure does. Wouldn't go smoking too many darts around it, though.
Rightio. I'm going to give this one a 10.
I'm going to go an 11.
11. It doesn't get any better for me. No, I'm going to take that back. 9.5. And you know why? He doesn't have a barbecue area. I see no barbecues here.
I see nothing in
There's no cooking areas.
He's got a bird bath.
Okay.
And his American stripes on his flags are running the other way.
What's that about?
I don't know.
If you know why American stripes go vertically, is that an anti thing?
Is it the Navy? You know how Australia has the red flag?
I don't know. I've never seen it before.
We're under-seasoned and undereducated on that matter.
We're very undereducated. Art by Sigh. So this is a new one you've worked on.
This is. Yeah, I've been doing some fun stuff with the boys from Fireball. They always send me really fun design briefs, and this is a bar that exists at the moment in Queenstown, New Zealand. They're branching out and opening a Surfers Paradise chapter. Now, I've done a piece of Fireball before, skeleton riding a bull, and these guys loved that design, but they wanted something a bit bespoke and something to call their own. So I pretty well just did the next step of that design of what was happening. So he's riding the bull, which they have in the bar. They've got the mechanical bull, shuttleboard, all those sort of things you'd expect to find in a saloon in the heart of the Gold Coast. So yeah, pouring some shots and buck me gently is their slogan.
Very cool. I love it. I think it looks fantastic. And while we're on this subject, we didn't talk about what we're wearing.
No, we didn't.
Let's go through it.
I'm rocking one from our good friends at the Q Club, and I got the Traeger hat on.
Traeger. Traeger's my go-to. I'm a big fan. I'm biased, but I'm a big fan.
Yeah, we got the Traeger cranking out the back. I cooked on mine last week, and yeah, mine gets a regular hiding.
I just feel like they're bulletproof.
Yeah, and you just do less.
I'm all about that these days.
Less is more.
Okay, well, I've got a Wolfpack hat on, which is a barbecue group out of Victoria.
Yeah, Melbourne.
And I've got the old Black Bear Bar T-shirt on.
The Pickled Bear.
Pickled Bear. You designed this one too.
I did. That T-shirt is also featuring a bottle of Fireball in the back of that T-shirt.
There you go. All right, let's move on. Featured tattoos.
What the fuck is going on there?
So I found this one. I don't know nothing about it. I have no context. I don't know who's it on. But the best part about this was it was posted online, no likes, no comments, nothing. The guy has just posted this tattoo that he's proud of and nobody's bit.
Well, for starters, somebody's dropped the pulled pork slider before they've taken the photo reference. Then they've tried to tattoo it. There's blowouts going on. He's missed the lines here and there. The shading's woeful. It's scarred to buggery. Yeah, I'm being pretty brutal, but I'm also being pretty honest. If I had to put up a tattoo like that as a first fucking week apprentice, I probably would have been shown the door.
My favourite part is how he's burnt the bread.
Yes.
Look, it's black.
He's burnt the
Like
skin
it's shit
too.
shading, really, but it just shows up as burnt bread.
Yeah. But anyway, if he's proud, that's all that matters, mate. Rock that shit.
Look, I think if people have got a lot of tattoos, there's probably a few in there that you'd like to maybe do over again.
Well, that's it. You've only got a certain amount of skin.
Well, he's used up some valuable real estate there. Anyway, moving on to a good one. I like this one.
Sick. Yeah, I like that.
So this one, it's a bit of an oxymoron, right?
Breakfast or die.
Because I feel like there's a lot of cholesterol in this tattoo.
Yes. White bread, double yoker, a couple of bits of streaky bacon. Should be breakfast and die.
That's right. That's right. But this is like, give me some hot sauce, give me some Worcestershire, white bread especially, bacon and eggs. That's a great breakfast.
Yeah, I'm all about it. I really miss breakfast because I don't eat breakfast. I do the intermittent fasting, so I don't eat from 7 o'clock at night till 11 o'clock the next day, which means I usually miss the brekkie menu. So any chance I get, someone's doing an all-day brekkie, I'm there.
Catch up.
Yeah. I'll do scrambled eggs for dinner, mate, just because I miss brekkie food.
I love breakfast. I feel like a breakfast like this, you're slightly closer to death, but in a good way.
It is. I mean, you can counteract it.
This is done by an artist called Rat Killer 3000 in Connecticut.
I like the name. We need him here.
He could do tattoos at Meatstock.
No, we need a rat killer.
Oh, we have a rat in the office too.
We have a rat in the studio.
Yeah, well, I'm not known for keeping the place too clean, but he really likes olive oil.
Yeah, he's chewed up some tape because some olive oil fell down and got under the tape. He's chewed through the tape to drink the oil.
Yeah.
So Rat Killer 3000 or anyone out there's got any tips to catch a big-ass rat, let us know. Because you know what else? He got into our fucking popcorn.
He did. We need a rat trap.
And we need a name for him.
We do. I reckon you should make a cameo on the show.
He should. You catch him, I'll hold him.
All right, if you've got a food-related tattoo, send it to us. Send it to us in the DMs. We'd love to chat about it, especially if it's a good one.
Yeah, send us anything cool.
All right. Featured artist. This is where you get the opportunity to shout out someone that you think's doing a pretty good job in the art world.
It's my boy Jake Stratt. He owns a shop called Royal Blue Tattoo up in Cairns. So he's from all the way up there in North Queensland. I've followed Jake for a while and I got the opportunity to meet him at the tattoo convention. Here he is. He's such a fucking character, man. This guy, as soon as I met him, I felt like we were best mates straight away, like that Step Brothers moment. Did we just become best friends? I mean, this guy, he's just all charisma. You could be getting the most painful part of your body tattooed by him and he'd be making you feel fucking okay about it because he's just beaming positive energy. And in a tattooing environment, that can sometimes not be a common characteristic, I guess you could say. But this guy, Jakey, fucking legend. He specialises in doing gap fillers. So he does a lot of videos where someone will come in with heaps of tattoos and a really obscure little bit where you probably can't fit something and he'll hand draw something on the spot to fit that gap and it'll be fucking cool. And he's just, yeah, he's a super nice guy. He really wants to come and tattoo at all the meat stocks. So we've got to sit down and try and figure out the logistics of that. Oozes radness, in my opinion. And yeah, I was stoked to meet him. And he's got a podcast too called Rats Get Fat. He gave us a good bit of love the other day. So yeah, returning the favour and hope to see Jakey again soon. But if you're up in Cairns, up in that area, go see Jake. Go get a tattoo. If you're at a convention and you see him there, give him a high five and he'll hug the shit out of you. Yeah, he's part of the brotherhood.
Good stuff. I love it. Okay. We've got a giveaway.
We got some shit to give away.
Someone gave us some stuff to give away.
Yeah.
Tell us about what we got.
So this is from our good mate, Scotty Coleman from Atomic Chicken. He really appreciated the shout out I gave him on the popcorn episode. I mentioned that my kids go through his chicken salt like nothing else. This one here is new, his salt and vinegar chicken salt. It is divine.
Yeah, that speaks to me.
Especially on popcorn. And you can put that in your fried chicken coatings and that sort of thing. So this is the full spread. Every one of his products is included here. So if you want to get involved in this, we're going to chop this segment up into a bit of a reel and post it separately on Instagram. And like, comment, share, do it all. Do all that stuff, the likes, the follows. Make sure you're following everyone too. I'm going to send this box of goodness. One person is going to get all that.
So I've got to say I'm a big fan of this stuff. I've used it before. I've fried chicken with it. The batter, it comes ready-made. You don't have to make your own one up, and they're pre-flavoured, and it's delicious.
But also too, you can use these seasonings. Like I'll make up my own fried chicken breading. I did some Jamaican jerk the other night, and it was spectacular.
Big fan. Okay, new one. So we have bucket lists. We have barbecue bucket lists, but this is like a weird bucket list.
Is this a kink?
It could be a kink.
Oh, it's a kink.
This one's got cringe all written all over it, right? It's a traditional American over-the-top steakhouse. And what blew me away is they have a cow in a trailer.
They got a big-ass cow in a big-ass trailer.
So it's hella over the top. They've got an old school police car. At first I thought it was a gimmick, right? I'm like, look at this old gimmicky thing. But it gets 4.3 out of 5 from 30,000 reviews.
That's not fucking around.
So that's a pretty high rating for that many reviews, and the place has been around forever. So they must be doing something right.
Good old-fashioned Texas hospitality at its finest, I reckon.
So it's called the Big Texas Steak Ranch. It's in Amarillo.
Take me down to Amarillo.
Amarillo. Okay, there we go. They do a steak challenge there.
They do a fucking big steak challenge.
72 ounces, which is 2 kilos or just over 2 kilos. The steak is free to anyone who can eat it in less than an hour, and it comes in a meal. You've got the steak itself, a bread roll, butter baked potato, shrimp cocktail, side salad, and if you can eat it all in an hour, you get it for free. Otherwise, it's $72.
Still worth it.
It doesn't look all that appetizing.
No, it sort of looks a bit leathery, but what do we know? It's only a picture.
So the best part about this place that I found is you can jump on their website right now and you can watch people doing the eating challenge. So when I looked, there was no one actually doing it, but you can see them cooking the steaks in the background. But this is live. 10,000 people have done this steak eating challenge.
Wow.
They've been doing it for 60 years, and the current record holder is a lady called Molly.
Molly is a fucking beast, bro. I've watched her on YouTube. I don't know her. I've spoken about her with Billy, who runs the Australian Eating Championships over here, and she's phenomenal. I watched her eat like a 2-metre burrito, man, and she was talking her way through it, and it felt like she had a tube in her neck that she was just feeding this thing. Like, she doesn't seem to chew. There's nothing of her. She's quite petite. Her logo is actually one of those hairless cats. She is an absolute food challenge boss. And check her out on YouTube, man. She will blow you away.
So when she first came to this restaurant, she had the challenge back to back. She had 2. Then they invited her back again, and she ate 3 in 20 minutes.
3 steaks.
3. And the rest of the trimmings as well. So that's 6 kilos of just the meat, let alone the potatoes and the shrimp, salad and whatever else came with it in 20 minutes.
She's got to have like a reserve stomach or something like that.
It's wild. Now, while we're on the subject of everything's bigger and better in Texas, this is a public park in Texas. So I don't really know the context, but in Australia we have gas grills. You know the ones, right?
Yep.
They're always dirty.
Used to be 20 cents. Now they're just free.
Well, they never get hot. That's why. You have to keep clicking the button because you feel like it's not on, but it will take 40 minutes to cook a sausage.
Quite often they're hotter when they've been sitting in the sun than they get when you turn them on.
So this is in Texas. It's got its own smoker. And the guy who posted the photos said that there are 4 pavilions like this in the park and every one of them has a smoker.
Crazy. What, do you got to bring your own wood?
I feel like this is the future.
This is the future.
All right. Today's menu. This is my one.
Yes.
Okay, so what I've got on the smoker today, on the Traeger, is some salmon, smoked salmon.
Some sockeye salmon from Alaska.
Yes. So I did level up a little bit and got the fancy stuff. But I will say I'm a sucker for a good bit of seafood on the smoker.
I can honestly say I've never had salmon on the smoker like this. I tend to stay away from salmon. Being from Tassie, they try to force us into eating it. It's on every menu down in Tassie, but the irony is it's labelled as wild Tasmanian Atlantic salmon. Now, if you've ever looked at a map, you'd know that Tassie's as far from the Atlantic as fucking humanly possible. And these things are grown in big pens, ruining all the local aquaculture. Yeah, I'm glad you got some nice wild-caught sockeye salmon there, mate.
Yeah, ironically, I did buy a book about Tasmanian salmon the other day, and it's not very glowing.
It's not at all.
No, but I do love salmon. And the trick is with this one is basically it goes into the smoker on a cedar plank. That's the most important thing, right? So let's watch a bit of the video. So the seasoning is the next most important thing. The seasoning I have actually stolen or reverse engineered or borrowed, or it's been inspired by a rub from Pike's Market in Seattle. And I got the rub and on seafood, it was banging. But you couldn't buy it here. So we've kind of done something similar. But any seafood rub will do, or any of the flavours that you like on seafood. And then you cover it in some brown sugar. There's something about what the brown sugar does to the top of it I love. You've got that smoky flavour. The cedar plank gives a bit of a smoky flavour as well. The rub, the brown sugar, it all comes together. So in the Traeger, 250F.
It's almost creating that caramelisation on the top, isn't it? That sugar, like a slow done brulee.
Right, yeah, so give us a look. Ooh. The colour is spectacular.
See that? Damn.
Well, let's give it a bit of a taste. I love that little bit of sugar on top and the rub.
Yeah, there's layers going on there, isn't there? You get the sweetness first and then the savoury hits, and then the texture and the smoke of the salmon are so good. I'd love to actually get some of this and then smash it through the food processor with some cream cheese as like a smoked salmon dip.
Now you're talking.
Let's do it.
Now you're talking. All right, let's wrap up this episode with our encore. It's that time of the show where we bring up a random photo, no context, we have to make it up. You ready?
Let's go. I don't see any problem here. It looks like Tuesday night dinner to me.
Really quickly tell me, is that 4 sausages or 8 sausages?
That's 8 sausages, right?
Yeah, so what we're looking at is 2 pieces of bread with processed cheese, grated cheese underneath, 4 sausages on each bread with some sauce.
Have you looked at the health star rating on a pack of cheese lately?
5 stars.
5 fucking stars.
I don't even know how that's possible.
No. Canned water, 4.5 stars.
So when I first saw this photo, I thought it was 4 sausages cut in half. That's what I would do, right? But no, this guy's going to chow to 8 sausages.
Yeah, it's a bachelor meal.
The other part that weirds me out a little bit is one of the pieces of bread looks mildly toasted, like it's just been in the toaster for a very short amount of time. The other one doesn't even look like it hit the toaster.
It could be a his and hers.
One untoasted and one toasted. The other part is that cheese looks mid. It looks like a skanky cheese.
See, I'm not a cheese eater, so I'd be just going snags, bread, bish, bash, bosh.
But for all the negativity that you can find in this dish, and there's a lot of it, he has completely redeemed himself with the sauce.
Is it Sweet Baby Ray's?
No, it's just look at the way he's put it on. Nice angle, smooth approach.
Yeah, he wouldn't qualify coverage-wise in the sausage sizzle throwdown. You need at least 50% coverage according to Billy's rules.
But it's so pretty.
It is. Oh, look, I'm not going to argue there, mate. That is a meal right there, and it's quick and easy. And, yeah, you get about your evening quickly. No dishes.
No, you got no dishes.
No, I'm happy about it.
All right. That's the end of it. We're done.
We are done.
So we've had something nice to eat. We've looked at a lot of good food.
We've made it to the end of our 6th episode, and I'm excited because the next couple coming up, we're going to mix things up a bit and hopefully get some guests in a few weeks. And
so the goal is to get to 100 episodes. That's the commitment we've made to each other, right?
Yeah.
These aren't easy to pull together, though.
They aren't, but they're fucking fun. They're good. I get really excited about it. And the beauty of it is between you and I, we don't have a spare moment to do this, but we fucking do, and we love it.
Yeah, it's great.
We love you guys.
So make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. See you next Tuesday.